Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mamiya, and today we're going to be checking out some Dragon Eclipse. So, in case no one's ever heard of Dragon Eclipse before, it's essentially a deck builder roguelike where it's kind of, I would say, Pokemon adjacent, inspired. So as traditional like roguelike card games go, you know, you got your deck of cards. They're the skills of your different dragons that you can get, or different creatures that you can get, essentially. And you'll see when we get into a fight, basically you go out on an adventure with three different I can't remember what they call them in this game. We'll get to that when we get in game, but yeah, you have three monsters which their abilities make up your deck. You can move them around at will. So enemies on the right hand side of the screen target different creatures, and it adds a really nice little tactical tactical element to it. But these creatures evolve as you do more battles, and they gain XP and stuff like that, and unlocks new passives, new abilities, all sorts. It's really fun. But with that being said, let's just go into it. We are... Ooh, okay. Due to the recent update, we had to reset your progression. We are sorry for the inconvenience. That's fine by me. Leanne, I'm just so proud of you, you know. You've worked so hard for this, and now you'll get to be a real Tamer. And... Lynn? Huh? What is it? I think we're lost. What? Girl, shouldn't you be, like, trained in this stuff? I'm a Tamer, not a cartographer. Ah, what is that thing? Do you know what? Let's do the tutorial, sure. Here we go. These are... They're called Mystlings in this game. There we go. Attacking Mystlings deal damage equal to their power. Play a card on a Mystling. Spend 3 energy by playing cards. So this is your energy. It's essentially mana. Well, quite literally. This is cards in your deck. How many cards you've got available to draw. So we've got 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 cards in total in our deck. All of these are essentially the abilities of our creatures. To use a card, you've got to select a Mystling. You got to use it on one of your allies. So these two are our guys. These two are the enemies. Goes from left to right. The red bit is their health. The sword is how much damage they deal. And if you hover over them, they all have activated and passive abilities. So, Glarexus, this dude, has an activation ability of gaining 3 shields, and shields prevent damage until the next turn. And Talent, which is passive, I believe, unless they've changed it since we last played. Glarexus loses 4 shields at the end of the round instead of all. So he has a semi, what was it called in Slay the Spire? Barricade. It's like a barricade effect. Then we've got Golemon, or Golomo even. I'm getting into Digimon here. It's all converging into one. Activation. Golemo applies 1 vulnerable to the front enemy, and vulnerable is creature takes extra damage equal to the vulnerable value. Decreases status value after each hit. And he has a passive that he revives once per battle, and revive is instantly heal this creature to 50% of its max health instead of fainting. Fainting is when they get down to 0 health. And then this is showing his passive. He's got 1 revive. So, in order to do the activated abilities, you got to use a card like this, which is activated selected Mystling. So you gotta hover over them and use the card on them, and that'll do their activation abilities. I believe Mystlings still automatically attack at the end of each round, but they attack the front enemy. Then we got the discard pile over in the bottom right and the exhaust pile over in the bottom right. Exhaust is like it is in a lot of card games where it's just a one-time use thing. So when you play a card, it goes into the exhaust pile. If it doesn't have exhaust, it goes into the discard pile. And then when you've run out of cards to draw, your discard gets shuffled into your draw pile and you draw more cards. Okay. Since these enemies appear to be doing nothing, yeah, both of them are doing nothing, I think we'll activate Golemo to give vulnerable. Creature takes extra damage equal to vulnerable value. Decreases status value after each hit. So they're going to take 1 more damage from Golemo after we attack. There we go. And then we end turn. Okay. So it appears maybe they auto-attack at the start of the... It looked like both of our Mystlings here attacked the frontline enemy at the start of the round, where I could have sworn it used to be the end of the round, but it's been a while since I last played this. Let's see. With 10 damage incoming, both to Golemo, yeah. We wanna... Ooh, I tell you what we'll do here, actually. Let's move Glorexus. You can move Mystlings for free in this game, which is something I really like about it. So now, both of these dudes are attacking Glorexus, which means we can do Activate to give him 3 shield to prevent 3 damage coming in. Now we only need 7 more shields. So let's apply them both. And we got plenty. And he'll keep shields now. Move Mystlings to adapt to the current combat situation. Yeah, let's move back. Mystlings and enemies can apply stats effects. Hover cursor on a stats icon below a creature to learn its effect. Right, what we got? Soothing Light. Heal 2 health on selected Mystling exhaust. Here we go. We've got an exhaust card. Remove from the deck until the end of battle after playing. No one is damaged, so we don't need to do that. Stone Storm for 1 mana. Attack 3 times with 50% power. Wound this Mystling for 1 damage. Wound type of damage that ignores shield, so they're going to hurt themselves. Then we got 2 attacks and a guard. We don't have any activated abilities. Okay. Let's do Stone Storm. I think Golemo's fine being damaged here. And we should take him out. There we go. That was so very cool. You and your mists make an awesome team. Now shall we go? Your ceremony's waiting. Welcome to the world of Dragon Eclipse. Use WASD keys to move your tamer along paths. You can also travel by clicking the path using the left mouse button. You can interact with different objects by pressing E or clicking on the object's name. Let's do an easy battle. So the start has completely changed. It used to be like a couple of battles straight after each other, and I believe it was an old guy rather than the lady that's talking us through things now. Right, so we got 2 damage coming on the front line. Backliners doing nothing, and we got to deal 8 damage to both of them. 2 damage. So, guard applies 6 shield. We can't attack and activate. So, let's shield and attack. Then we got 5 damage incoming. Let's shield Stone Storm and then activate Golemo, I think. Yeah. And we've got enough block for this last dude. And Golemo should hit for 4, taking him out. Yes, he did. Mistberries 8 and gold 19. Both of these are currencies. Blessings are similar to talents. They give your Mystlings additional abilities that trigger in certain situations. Select one of your Mystlings, select a blessing, buy a blessing. So these are the blessings here. We got for 4, Raging Twig. Start the battle, this Mystling gains 0 to 10 random strength. That's incredibly strong. Energy Absorption. Knockout. When the creature defeats other creature, reduce energy cost of next card drawn by 1. That is less good. Or we could unlock this slot for 8. Let's get the Raging Twig. Each victory rewards you with some Mistberries. Use them to acquire blessings and new cards. Take 1 card for free. So, with the Raging Twig in mind, Golemo's going to get 0 to 10 strength, which means on the first turn, he's going to deal a lot more damage. So we want to multi-attacks, I reckon. Hyperage. 0 mana, Overload X, and Overload is play this card as many times as the number of cards played this round. Apply 1 strength to selected Mystling. We can do Determination for 0, apply 3 strengths to selected Mystling and wound it for 1 damage. Or we can do Cannonade, which unfortunately, because of... Oh, how do we go back? Because of the tutorial, we can't see its mana cost, but I believe it was 2 in early access. Grow 1, and grow is every time this card is played, it increases its value by grow amount until end of battle. Order selected Mystling to attack 1 times, maximum 5 times. Okay, this didn't have a limit in the early access, so you could get some wild stuff going on. But every time we play this, the attack number of times it attacks increases. So the first time, it'll only hit for once. The second time, it'll hit twice. Third time, 3 times, and so on and so forth. I think we just do Determination here. Take the strength. Oh, Cannonade is 2. Yeah, that's a multi-attack, so let's take that as well. Let's go for a regular battle. 9 power here. We got 3 damage coming in to Golemo and 2 damage going in to Glorexus. Feel like we definitely need to attack on the first turn. So let's do that. Oh, oh no. Oh, okay. I thought that if only we had a 1 mana attack. Right. I think Glorexus having 30 health means he can take 2 here just fine. Now, we'll get to see... Okay, so they do attack at the end of the round because he kept the strength for that attack. He hit for 9, did Golomo. And the Raging Twig. Strength increases power until the end of the round. So before the next turn, they do use their activated and attack. Right. We got 7 mist berries. We can get a cobalt button. Every time this Mystling gains shield, it deals 1 damage to a random enemy. That's probably good for Glorexus. Or backup deck, start a battle, draw 3 cards. Maybe. Let's have a look at these cards first. For 1 mana, Jagged Edges, discard entire hand, apply 1 vulnerable to chosen enemy for each card discarded. That's pretty damn good. Boiling Rage. 0 mana, order select Mystling to attack 2 times. Feint this Mystling afterwards. That might be worth it, considering Golomo revives. Oh, unfortunately, we can't have a look at that in this screen, but yeah. 2 mana, Stimulation, grow 1, activate selected Mystling 1 time. So I remember this thing going absolutely nuts. There was a character that on activation, I believe they had like a multi-attack or something like that. So if you had Stimulation, because it didn't have a max cap of 5 on the grow, you'd basically just be super defensive, playing Stimulation, trying to cycle round to it as much as possible, and then just activate this Mystling who had a crazy attack on activation and basically just one-shot everything. It was great. Or was it strength? It might have been actually gain strength on activation. Yeah. Anyway. Discard entire hand for more vulnerable. Boiling Rage. Do we want Golomo to die? I feel like it's a bit of a risky play to take just in the tutorial. Let's try Jagged Edges. And we will get the backup deck. Right, we got a Shade Claw, dealing 8 damage to Golomo, and has 18 health. Oh boy, is that a big old... big old bit of damage. Go on, Golomo. Bonk him. Let's move Golomo to the back. Now, is it better to activate Galerius here? No, probably not. Let's apply shields. Of course, his activation gives him 3 shields, but this is 1 mana to apply 6. Whereas it's 1 mana to get 3 if we use this card. Alright. We do have heals. Do we have the kill though? I don't think so. What if we heal Glorexus, activate him, and then do Jagged Edges? Let's go. Oh, the guy will be on 1 health, actually. No, he won't. Oh, because Galomo did vulnerable as well. So that's something that I didn't explain as well. So the back line of your team activates at the end of your turn. So that's why Galomo applied a vulnerable. And then the frontliner deals damage, so they attack. Which is why Galerius ended up getting the kill there. Crispy Snack, end of battle, heal this Mystling for 3 health. That seems pretty damn good. Energy Absorber, knockout, reduce energy cost of next card drawn by 1. Nah, not fussed about that. Let's have a look at these cards before we decide on getting a relic. 1 mana, Annoy, order selected Mystling to attack with 150% power, wound it for 2 damage. We got for 1 mana Fury, double strength on selected Mystling, exhaust. And then Stimulation again. Okay. I reckon we put Crispy Snack on Galomo here and get Annoy. We got some wounds. Ways to hurt Galomo. Poor fella. We got a little bit of money and a fruit salad. Permanently increases selected Mystling's max health by 10. Is that for use in battle only, maybe? What's the merchant got? We have 141 coins. We can remove a card for 50. We can buy nutritious soup, heal 5 health of selected Mystling. Strong tea to gain 2 energy. Or raw steak, apply 4 strength to selected Mystling. Or we can get these cards for 1 mana. Oh, excuse me. We got an energy supply, gain 2 energy next round. We got 1 mana wake up call, discard entire hand, activated selecting Mystling once for every discarded card. This is fantastic. 1 mana minimal cost, draw a card and reduce its energy cost to 0 until it's played or discarded. That's also great. 1 mana watch out, Overload X. Overload is play this card as many times as the number of cards you've played this round. Apply 1 vulnerable to selected enemy. I kind of like wake up call. Let's discard our entire hand. Ooh, we're 2 money off being able to remove a card. Alright. I reckon we do this fight and then go back and remove some cards. Right, we got 5 damage coming in on the front line, and the back line is applying weakness to the front Mystling. Right, so we want Glorexus to stay up front here. I think Annoy one-shots this guy, Dogring. Let's see. Order selected Mystling to attack with 150% power, so that's 15 damage, right? And gets dealt 2 damage. Yeah, the maths was right. And weakness decreases power by weakness value. Is it just 1 weakness? Disappears after an attack. I think we just win with Stone Storm here. Yep. Nice. We didn't even need to think about defense. And we most certainly do not have room to put anything on Golemo, Energy Absorber. So Glorexus isn't really dealing damage for us, so Knockout is useless on him when this creature defeats other creatures. So we don't want Energy Absorber. Ointment Bottle, reviving this Mystling after battle is free. I mean, yeah, that would be good if we had enough berries. Overload X for 1 mana to draw more cards. That does synergize with us discarding a ton of cards. But also, we don't really have many cheap spells. This wants 0 cost stuff. Minimal cost, we've seen this one before. Pretty damn good. Double Trouble, 1 mana. Next played card will be triggered 2 times. What's that good on? Cannonade doubles the growth. Determination. We'd get 6 strength and deal 2 damage there. Annoy, also pretty good. Yeah, we've got some stuff. Stone Storm could be useful as well. For 1 mana, sure, let's take Double Trouble. And then I don't think we're going to buy any of these. So let's take the extra. Do you know what? I forgot the food. I did this in bloody early access as well. Forget. I don't know why. I just my brain doesn't work well with items being up here. I think we want to take out an attack. Ooh. 50 more gold for another card removal. We should be able to get that before we go. Hour +1. Oh yeah, absolutely. Bump him up. Should we go to the other one as well? We may as well do as many fights as possible. It just gets us more resources. 13 power. Oh boy. We'll one-shot the frontliner. But the question is, can we one-shot the back? There's got to be a way of doing this. Yeah. Will be triggered 2 times. What if we do Cannonade? There we go. As simple as that. And we got a heal out of it. So what I didn't realise there was that once an enemy dies, you automatically hit the enemy behind it. That's good to know. Ancient Shield, start of battle. This Mystling gains 12 shield. That'd be really good for Galaxus. Wisdom Ruby, every second activation of this Mystling, apply 1 strength to the Mystling ahead. Both of these would be very good on Glorexus. We don't activate him all that much though. So I'm thinking give him the Ancient Shield for sure. Right, what we got? 1 mana Running Wheel. Wither 1, activate selected Mystling 3 times. There's our activations for the Wisdom Ruby. 1 mana Energy Supply. Gain 2 energy next round. That could be super useful. Though we want to pop off in the first round. Then Hyperage. 0 mana Overload X. Where Overload is play this card as many times as the number of cards played this round. Apply 1 strength to selected Mystling. Don't know if any of these are worth it, to be honest. I mean, Running Wheel is probably the closest. No, I'm just gonna move along. See what this totem does. It's a healing totem. You know what? I'm gonna save it for when we actually need to heal. We got 2 hard fights. A 4 Talon has 35 health and special ability hurt, gain, or dodge. When this creature loses health, prevent creature from being damaged. Dodge increases by 1 after each hit. So we want multi-attacks on this guy, or like 1 big slap actually. So we got 6 damage coming into the front line, 4 damage coming into the back line. Okay. Let's give Golomo strength. He's gonna need it. Prevents this creature from being damaged. Well, that's a shame. Do we have 2 guards? No. We have 1 guard and 1 wake up to activate the Mystling. Alright, we should be able to fully block here. We move Galorexus up to the front and then do wake up call, discard entire hand, activate selected Mystling once for every discarded card. So it's going to activate 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Oh, he already had way too much shield. Okay. That was my bad. I totally forgot that we got the ancient shield. And Golomo, I'd love you to have more health. Thank you very much. Bring you up front. And 3 damage is coming in. Are we fine with getting dealt 3 damage to us? We're going to be dealing 8 damage. Actually, no, we're not. Let's see what Double Trouble does with Cannonade. Okay, so we got 3 attacks off then. So when you use Double Trouble and Cannonade or something with Grow, it counts the previous time that it's been used, because Cannonade had Grow 1, which meant it increases the number of times it attacks by 1 each time you play the card. And because we used Double Trouble, it counted as playing it twice, which is why we got 3 attacks. What is this? Right. Let's heal Golomo and just shield up. Why not? You know what? We'll apply vulnerable. We're fully blocked anyway, so it don't matter. It just means Golomo gets an attack in here. Cannonade should take it out here. Beautiful. 8 Mistberries, 30 gold. Got Soul Twine. When any creature faints, this Mystling activates twice. Okay. Energy Materializer. Start of the battle, gain 1 energy. Oh, yeah. That's real good. I'm getting that. Now. Oh, okay. Was it after you get 4 of these? I'm not sure. 2 mana, claw attack, order selected Mystling to attack. Draw 2 cards. Pretty damn good. 2 mana vulnerable point, double vulnerability on selected enemy. Yeah, the art for it's cool. Not seen that one before. 1 mana long sleeve, overload X, draw a card, exhaust. We've seen this one before. Is it worth taking this? It's an upgrade to a standard attack because it draws. I suppose, yeah. Let's take it. And let's do some more removal. We just added an attack. So let's remove a normal attack. There we go. Got no more card removal. And let's go do this fight. What do we got? A Ghost Claw. Has 20 health. It's dealing 8 damage to Golomo. And it has special ability. This creature gains 1 vulnerable every turn, which means it takes extra damage equal to its vulnerable. Ooh, we don't have a very good opening hand, unfortunately. We have 4 mana. Let's try and draw into more stuff. I think Cannonade just kills it. Yeah. Wow. Win a hard battle in a single turn. Odd way. Every 3rd time this Mystling is attacked, draw a card. Green cap. Feign. Revive this Mystling with full health. Works only once. Possibly, yeah. I am tempted by that. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm so tempted we're going to get it. Dun dun dun. It was 4. This is the evolving that I was talking about. Did they change the dude's design? I swear he didn't look like this before. I actually kind of dig it. I think he looks great. Now, the Stone Storm, which was his unique card. This one, Stone Storm. At the moment, it's 1 mana. Attack 3 times with 50% power and wound this Mystling for 1 damage. And it upgrades... Wait. 1 mana, attack 2 times, wound this Mystling for 1 damage. Oh, it's because it's not 50% power anymore. Right. Got you. So it is more damage. Less attacks, but more damage. Interesting. Golomo revives twice per battle. Or at the start of battle, Golomo gains a permanent 1 multi-strike. When Golomo faints, it doubles vulnerability on all enemies. I think vulnerability... Wait, not vulnerability. Multi-strike is what we want. It fits our build a lot better. Inspiration activates selected Mystling 5 times. This is bonkers. 1 mana Running Wheel, Wither 1, activates selected Mystling 3 times. Or Long Sleeve, Overload X, draw 1 card. Exhaust. These are both great, but they don't fit our build because we're not actually activating a lot, and they're rather mana intensive. I'm actually just going to move on. And then before we go into the hard fight, we may as well... Are we on full health? Is everyone on full health? I think everyone is, you know. Let's see. No. We'll just heal Galaxus. Galaxus, sorry. Elite Battle. The Terok has 300 health and 5 attack. We gain any more strength. Now the question is... Wait. Start a battle, Golomo gains a permanent multi-strike. Permanent multi-strike increases the amount of attacks for each multi-strike counter. want to try out Cannonade. If we do Double Trouble into a Cannonade, let's see what happens. That's a lot of attacks. And then Annoy. And we move Galomo back. Because Glaraxus has full block on turn 1. Right. What is this? Wrath increases power until the end of battle. Okay, that's basic. Well, that is literally just strength. Let's heal 2 health as well, and then do Jagged Edges to do vulnerability on this dude. Buff yourself. Ooh, 5. That is actually... That's a lot of damage. Giving him power. 10 damage incoming. I think it's time. The activation on Glaraxus is just 3 shields, so still doing guard is better than activating. What's he doing? This creature prepares a strong attack. Well, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of that. Let's just do Cannonade. And make this guy super vulnerable. $25 damage to everyone. Oh dear lord. Well, Galomo, sorry. They're gonna die anyway. So we can do wounding attacks. Yeah. We want to go as hard as possible. Then move back and activate Glaraxus. I think. Yeah. Just give him a little bit more health. Boom. He had the green cap. I totally forgot that we got the green cap for Galomo. Okay, that is awesome. We need to be attacking to take this guy out. That's the only problem. So, let's attack. It is only 8 damage. But Glaraxus, you can survive. Give him strength. Another buff is incoming. Oh dear. So Cannonade for big damage. Do we keep doing vulnerable? Yeah, I think we do. We got to do 50 damage next turn. Oh, I think we've got it. The Cannonade should do it. If not the Cannonade, then the Stone Storm definitely will. Hell yeah. Power of multi-attacks. Progress, you gain experience points during your adventure. When you gain enough, you will level up and unlock new Tamers, Mystlings, cards, and more. We've unlocked the Weakening Shield. For 1 mana, wither free, apply 15 shields to selected Mystling. 15 shields is a rather large amount. Phew. Glad we managed to make it to your ceremony. A fully fledged tamer, huh? Yup, that's me. Hey, I think some Mystlings have followed us home from the forest. The poor buggers seem so scared. Man, we gotta help them out. Want to adopt one of them? Sure. Come here, little guy. You'll be safe with me. Oh. I know why Galomo wasn't... I was getting confused because I was used to Pine Creek. You started with Pine Creek in the early access. Pine Creek's diminutive form conceals a spirit full of exuberance. Their temper, honed to razor sharpness, and their well-aimed fury can turn the tide of any battle. Yeah, this guy's all about hurting himself to deal massive damage. We got Iceling. This was the dude I was on about before that has loads of multi-attacks. That gives themselves strength, I think. These mountainous creatures lead a secluded life, but the most curious ones venture further, and one might encounter them in the lower areas. Surprisingly, Icelings possess an exceptional vigor and love to train. Or we got a Prowler. Small and silent, Prowlers stalk forests, hunt tiny animals, and gather berries and nuts. Their cozy nests are well hidden in tree hollows, where they sleep during the daytime. So, Prowler is the only one that I didn't get to play with in the early access. So, I think I'm going to go with this one. We will unlock these and more Mystlings. As I say, it's kind of like Pokemon. You get eggs, hatch them, and all that crap. They even said, I choose you at the bottom there. Oh, look at you two. You look so cute together. I know you'll take good care of them, Mama Bear. And here I go, getting distracted again. I was meant to tell you that the Elder is waiting for you by the Guardian. He looked rather serious. Glorexus. There seems to be a strange traffic jam in the main plaza. Glorexus is sitting right at its centre, causing townsfolk to constantly bump into him and giving an irritated side-eye to everyone disturbing his meditation. Hey, could you find a different meditation spot? He gives you an angry glare, then returns to his meditation. You notice that he's sitting on a large stone mosaic depicting the sun, surrounded by 2 moons. Is he praying, worried about the upcoming eclipse? Don't worry, friend. We'll stop the eclipse, though your prayers certainly will help. As you reassure him, you see his tense muscles relax. He moves a bit from his spot so that he doesn't block the traffic anymore, returns to his prayers. Thank you. Village Elder. Ah, there you are. Come closer, child. We have gathered here today to welcome a new face into the ranks of our tamers. Young Tamer, may the Earth Guardian lead your way. He gestures for you to come closer. Approach. The majestic towers above you. No, the majestic giant towers above you. He's been sleeping here for centuries, silently guarding the town and watching over its people. Touch the dragon. You touch the tip of the Dragon Guardian's nose, as it is tradition for every new tamer. As soon as you do, you feel the earth under your feet tremble and your vision blurs. Continue. Your mind is flooded by strange visions, a dark sun eclipsed by the 2 moons, shadowy figures emerging from a portal deep in a forest, your forest, the one just outside the town, and a gentle but firm voice resonating in your head. We need you, your help, find a way. Is everything alright? You feel the worried eyes of the townsfolk on you as you slowly return to your senses. You must have passed out during the ceremony. I'm fine, I think. As you scramble to your feet, you feel the earth quake again. This time, it's not a vision. Panic breaks out among the gathered as walls crack and the sky darkens. It's happening. Oh, Dragon Guardian, save us. What was that? What's going on? Listen very carefully, Tamer. I need you to head to the forest and look for any signs of destruction outside of town. You got it, boss. Report back to me as soon as you find anything. Let's hope it isn't too late. Uh-oh. What's this? Get a random consumable. Ah, you've come just in time. Here, I made these just for you. Fresh greens. Apply 2 dodge to selected Mystling. Thank you very much. Right. Begin journey. I reckon... Yeah. Right. I think that's going to be it for today's video, guys. We'll carry on with the story in the next video, but yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.